Summer's come to an end now, so we've got to, we've all probably just, been off on our holidays and had a wonderful time, but now it's ready to get back on track. And this morning's subject is called "The Time Is Now." So put in the chat if you're ready to get your business off to, another level for the rest of the year. We've got a few months left of 2022, and who's really going to make those few months happen? Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So we've got an amazing lineup this morning. And by the way, my name is Paula, if you don't already know. I'm always on these calls. And so I am going to introduce the first hour of guests, and then Jane's going to take over from me. So our lovely Sarah is on holiday. And so we've got the most amazing guests, speakers. And we're going to kick off with our amazing Sue. I can see she's there. Sue Worrell, NMD. She's been a nutritionist for over 30 years, running clinics in Cardiff and in London. And she's been taking Juice Plus for over 17 years. And I'm sure it's even longer now, isn't it, Sue? And Sue is going to be talking about our star products. Are you there, Sue?
I'm here. Okay. Well, shall I start screen share? So just put your thumbs up when you can see this. Yeah, can you see the screen? Yeah, thank you very much. Great. Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to whip through this because there's a lot of product information to get in a short time. So I'm going to whip through it, but try to give you some extra information, some information that is really important. And if any of you are any kind of health practitioners, anyone who gives advice or a service is a practitioner. So if you're selling Juice Plus and recommending it and know about it, and you should know all about the products, you're a practitioner, you're a health practitioner of some kind. So if you're a practitioner and you're not using Juice Plus, you are missing a huge trick. You are missing and doing all your patients, clients, customers a real disservice not to give them the experience and the opportunity to put all this nutrition in their body. This is not to show off my holidays in the past. This is just to say that this is from when I was 59, and I've been out and taking Juice Plus for 22 years now, and I don't feel any different. In fact, I feel more energized today than I did in the first photograph up there. So our environment is toxic these days, and it's getting worse, and with the cost of living and everything, they're giving more and more problems. We've got all these chemicals in the air, in our food and what we do that is destroying us. We eat more ultra-processed food than we ever did before. Some families in the UK have 80% ultra-processed food, which is horrendous. And we know that that is giving us diabetes, heart disease, cancers, and many other things. We've got a complex, amazing bodies, but you can't do one thing to make everything well. And we look after our cars and know how our cars work more than we do our bodies. So if we just do any of these fast, faddy diets, which don't work, it's not worth it, you can't do it, you didn't get to having aches and pains and inflammation, inflammatory diseases, or overweight in just 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, you have to do it slowly because you need to take the toxins out before you cut down what you're eating. Otherwise, you get this that's the increased effect of headaches and feeling lousy, because those toxins need the fat cells to clean them out. So this is why I love Juice Plus, because it doesn't just recommend what the capsules or any of the products. They just tell us about the whole lifestyle, and exercise, sleep, stress, drinking enough water, using safer products, and eating real food is all a huge part of it. So we're constantly being told that we should eat more fruits and vegetables. And my friend Nikki Tolson was on there earlier. I just saw her on there. And she's always said Granny was right, and she was, and Granddad and everybody was right. But we still don't do it. And even if we do it, we can't get enough quality. So our products are more important than ever, because we know fruits and vegetables do all these things. We know it does. And nutrition makes a huge difference. And that's a salad, not a bit of manky lettuce, a little bit of dried up cucumber and a tomato. We need to have more variety of all the colors, because every one of those colors synergistically works with the other colors to give us all the nutrients. And that's what Juice Plus does. It brings all these things together, and it really respects the science and understands the science, and is forever looking for more science, more nutrition, and improving our products. What I'm taking now is not the same capsule I took back 23 years ago. It is much better. So look at all these beautiful colors, and we need them inside our body. We don't just look lovely on our nice worktop in a dish. We need to eat the damn things, and we don't do it enough. So we can change from the left picture to the right picture if we just put the right thing in. And that's what Juice Plus helps us do. It's got all these ingredients. Look them up. My little patch has come off. The papaya no longer has papaya. That's one of the things it does, is the papaya quality wasn't good enough, so it replaced it. So you can read the slide and you can get this anywhere. But what I'm going to tell you is that Juice Plus fruits and vegetables is not just about the fruits and vegetables, it's about the plus as well. And this is our flagship product. And this product is the one that underlines and underpins all the other products. So when we talk about the fruits and veg we put in it, it is farmed by small to medium farmers. It is farmed in an organic format. It is better than organic. It has no microbiological contents or any pesticides or any heavy metals. And that's what it's all about. It's about growing pristinely. It is minimally heated, dried, and when it can, frozen, individually frozen, quick frozen on the premises to encapsulate and catch all that fantastic nutrition until it can get it to a pharmaceutical standard laboratory where it's encapsulated. And the fantastic story about the encapsulation is that Juice Plus tried this years ago. I was one of the people, along with a few other nutritionists, who were writing to Juice Plus all the time and saying, we're trying to recommend this, but it's got pharmaceutical capsules. And they actually found a company who designed the capsule for the Juice Plus company, which is pretty special. And the first capsule they made, all the veg were coming out of it, the greens particularly, because it was so strong. It was pulling the water through that capsule, and in doing so, pulling some oxygen as well, which makes it active, which made the capsule coating burst. Now it's made from polylan. It is the best capsule coating you can buy on the market. There isn't one better. And once they made it, Juice Plus went one step further and said, we still won't buy it off you and still won't use it until you make one for our oil. And ours is the only one with oil in it. I can't find any others. So to go on from that, it has this fantastic qualification and standards. And this guy, Manfred Lamfreck, was a director of the Institute of Research in Graz University. He now works for the Juice Plus company, and he has done these amazing videos, which translates it from science speak to layman speak, so we can understand. When we say we've got 40 plus studies, we can understand, like slope of uplift, we can understand what it's doing, what markers it's showing in our body, and how important they are. So Juice Plus really understands the science and keeps on looking for the science. I still haven't got the latest information on the science. I promise I'll get it by next time. I have asked the office, I'll go and nag them. So in fact, some of the polyphenols in there are so good that they help our body make its own polyphenols, which is super powerful, and it can only make if we get top quality nutrition, and not everybody's body can make it by a long way. And these polyphenols have been known to really make a difference in how well we live and how long we live. So that's how good these capsules are. And they are better than pharmaceutical quality, because they have got a better oxygen barrier and a better water table barrier as well. So you can absolutely be reassured that there's nothing on the market to compete with Juice Plus. Most manufacturers of fruits and vegetables, and there's loads out there now, and most of them, I can't say all, but almost all, just don't grow their own. None of them grow their own farmers like we do, with small to medium family farms. And if they were using pesticides or herbicides, their families would be the first to be affected. So none of them do what we do with that. But most of them just buy it in, and they buy it in as cheaply as possible, so they can say what it is inside, but they don't have any testing to see It's actually doing something and making a difference. So these are the latest studies, which I will get the information on ASAP. And you can look them all up. They're on the American site, easy to get from there, with a lot of videos about them and a lot of medics and therapists and practitioners who will, with videos about it if you want to look it further. But do make sure you know everything about the Juice Plus product, because it's not just fruits and vegetables. And the plus, the vitamins that they add are mixed tocopherols, anthocyanins, lutein, lycopene, and folic acid from lemon peel. And soon we'll have vitamin C from acerola cherries. And that is in the top quality vitamin C. So all that together, it's the synergistic thing of putting those very pristine vitamins from fruits and vegetables, not manufactured vitamins, which smell horrific, by the way. It's not manufactured, but vitamins taken from the fruit with the whole fruit itself. So all those 4,000 things in an apple, 10,000 things in an apple, and they think there's another 4,000 now, they think it's 14. But all those other 1,000 things, they help these vitamins work absolute best for us. So today I'm concentrating on the value and what is in these capsules. So please look up all you can about it and get to understand it. So we've got the seal of quality, and we've got the stamp of approval of the sports as well. So we didn't have that. I used to deal with a lot of sports people. I still got a few, and it's by informed choice, and that is a brilliant thing to have. The same powders go into the Choose for the children, the health study, which used to be a study which we could measure, but because of GDPR, it's slightly different. But the Health Starts program is now amazing. And the best gift you can ever give your children is to get them on, get all the family on them. So look up Healthy Starts and see how that works. So I mentioned the oils, so I'm going to do the omegas next. And next time I'm going to concentrate on the omegas, because I've got a recording of the presentation on the omegas, and I'm going to go through that and tell you the update on that on the next time I speak. But omegas are wonderful. They've got enough EPA and DHA that we need from omega-3. But we also know, and the research is showing now, when I first heard it and I found that there was 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, I wasn't sure why they did all that. I used to take a mixed one, but didn't feel the difference. But it's showing now, the research, that the omega-3 is enhanced by having all the others. So is omega-7 and 9. So they all do something different, but together they are an absolute force for good health and make a difference to brain, eye, heart health, and many other things as well. Inflammation in joints, all sorts of things make a big difference. And those oils, they are encapsulated in such a way, because of the invention of these vegan capsules, it doesn't need that high heat. So it's not like Russian roulette with any oil capsule that it might be damaged and in fact bad for us instead of good for us. We know we can guarantee that oil is safe and undamaged. And the other great thing is that our seas and our oceans are not interrupted. They do all the produce from our European Juice Plus is almost all grown in Europe. And that's the environmental protection that the company likes to have as well. And with these capsules, we're not interrupting our oceans at all, and we're not using krill or fish. We are using schizochitrum, which is a fantastic algae that the fish eat to get their omega-3, and we're growing it outside the oceans. It's not easy to grow and it's expensive, but it's the best, as always Juice Plus does. So you can look up all the bits and pieces about Juice Plus. Look up schizochitrum, it's fascinating. You can see how it's grown. Amazing way to grow it, and it's farmed and it's not hurting any environment at all. So everybody should be on the omegas. The complete range, I've used this extensively for years with sports people, with fitness, with weight management, weight loss, diabetes. Turned 16 people around in lockdown using the complete, some soups as well. Look up what it says about them. Don't worry about the number of calories, it's pretty low anyway. But especially do not worry about the sugars. They're oligosaccharides. They're sugars we use as energy, and we need some sugar. And there's much more sugar than any chocolate bar or sweetie for kids than there is in this. So give your children pancakes and and drinks and everything with them is absolutely brilliant. And it's a macronutrient. It's not a protein drink. It's not a meal replacement. Well, we can use it as meal replacement. It's got everything we need for any one meal, and it's a macronutrient. It's got all the big nutrients we need, along with some micronutrients from the powders. So those are the facts about that. By the way, I have got someone in my team who used the soups for marathons and did extremely well. He did marathons in Nepal and in the Amazon jungle and did an amazing job with the soups because he liked the taste. So the soups are really good, very versatile. I use them in the winter more than the summer. And I use them as thickeners in sauces and casseroles. And it adds that much more protein and other macronutrients to the food you're eating. So it adds to your food. I don't use the booster, never used the booster really, but it's nothing wrong with it. It's glucagon, which is complete fiber. It's a big fiber root, started in Japan, grown in many countries now. And it's got green tea, which is quite good for us. And it's got oat oil. And it does curb your appetite a bit, fills you up because it gives you some soluble fiber. And we need lots of soluble fiber. So that's always a good thing. So who likes Uplift? Put your hand up if you like Uplift. Love Uplift. I call it my drug of choice now. I'm just addicted to Uplift. It is amazing. So this is all the B vitamins. You can look that up quite easily. Uplift is a new thing and a new product that I doubted quite a bit before it came out, because it's an energy drink, and energy means sugar, and there's not very many other ways you can add energy without putting sugar in. So it does have sugar from these great things of beetroots and acerola cherries and things that are in it. But the most important thing is that the yerba mate ingredient is a plant that is grown naturally in Brazil, on the Brazilian mountains. Now, if you get yerba mate and you grow it and cultivate it somewhere else, it'll give you a spike like a cup of strong coffee. But when it's grown in a natural way, in its natural environment, by a family farm, then this energy, this sharpness of mind, this buzz we get is a slow, long boost rather than a spike. And that makes all the difference. It doesn't raise your heart rate, doesn't give you the shakes. It just gives you that bit of cognitive boost and physical boost and motivational boost, I think. So it's the best thing ever. Brilliant. And you can use this in making other drinks as well. I have at least one every day at Uplift, and I have it about now or at lunchtime, and invaluable. So exercise. We know studies tell us for years and years that 20 minutes of exercise, particularly high intensity exercise, can decrease cardiovascular problems greatly, and high blood pressure, hypertension, high blood pressure, really good for us. So Juice Plus came up with Perform not very long ago. And I will do more on Perform next time because I won't have time. But the big thing you need to know about Perform is that it's not just the fantastic soy that is pristinely grown, and they know exactly the farms and how they grow it pristinely and how it's cold water washed, and the nasty protein twig that can have is removed. They know that it's a pristine form of soy that gives us all the amino acids we need. So it's a perfect vegetarian soy that is easily digested. But it's not just about that. The other things in it, the other vitamins in it will make collagen. So if you take a collagen capsule to enhance your skin, collagen is skin and tissue netting, it makes like the net in the formation of our skin. You only absorb a tiny amount. But the way this is produced in Perform, and I'll tell you more about that, how it is, the ingredients in this makes better collagen for us. So not only is it giving us the protein building blocks we need after exercise, or if we've been a bit run down, or if we've been sitting around a lot, not only does it do that and give us that wonderful building block, but it also makes our skin beautiful as well. And all this information is on the soy and on the protein, so you can understand if anyone asks you, because people always ask about the soy. So that's just about it. I've covered them all, I think, James. And if anyone's got any questions, ask me. After 3 years of work, I finished my platform I'm building, and there's a free Facebook group called Health Hub Club. I'm revamping that because we're going to import anyone who's joined that, if they want to, into the free information membership we've got in our platform. So if you want to join the Health Hub Club on Facebook, if you haven't already, please do. And then later on, you'll get a message to say, do you want to join the information hub, where we're storing all sorts of information and where I'll be putting lots of lovely tidbits about Juice Plus.
Sue, thank you so much. That was absolutely incredible as always. Please put in your top takeaways from Sue in the chat there, and say a really big thank you. And I mean, to me, every time I hear you, I just take something else away, and it just makes me every single time just even more prouder that I put Juice Plus in my body every single day. Just, I mean, I absolutely love the products. I'm absolutely addicted to them. But when you hear the in-depthness, if that's a word, or everything that's in them and how they work and all the science and everything, aren't we so lucky to be taking them? So a big thank you to Sue, and please put in the chat your top takeaway. And then we've got a story now from Fun Milio. Are you there? And are you there?
She's there, yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm here. Hello.
Hi, can you just tell us your story, please?
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Fumi. I'm a mom of 3, and I have an amazing story by using this amazing product. I got to know about it just over 2 years ago, and it's been really the best thing that I've ever tried in my life. So when I joined this business, I was suffering from a lot of health issues like arthritis, back pain, tiredness, hair fever, migraine, just name it. They're just too much to name everything. I was going through a lot of things, but fortunately, I got to know this product and I tried them and I loved them. The first thing I noticed when I started using this product within a week was my energy level increased massively. And I was wondering, what was I doing differently? I didn't even realize it was this product. And also, I was overweight. I was size 18 then. Now I'm size 12 comfortably. I can even fit into 10. Because I've got the energy that I needed to work out and change my lifestyle, I was able to do some exercise, do some gym and all that. Then I dropped my weight up to size 12, which I'm really happy and comfortable about right now. So, and other thing was my kids was actually having a lot of health issue as well. I'll just mention one, which was my son. He was diagnosed with, I forgot what it's called again. Asthmatic. So we're always in and out of the hospital, but by using this product and changing our health, our lifestyle, it was out of all the medication. It was like on 5 different medications. Now, for the past 2 years, we haven't visited doctor. They called off to come and check up, and we check up and they said he's fine. He's no longer asthmatic. So I was so grateful that I said yes to this amazing opportunity and tried the product. So thank you so much. Because of time, I've got a lot of health testimony, but I don't know if I have more time to spend more. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely incredible. I mean, I just absolutely love what you said about your son. And, from a mother's point of view, I'm so passionate about the healthy starts for families and how they've helped my daughter. She's been taking them for 8 years now and hasn't had one day sick since. But when I hear something like that, when your son actually had a health issue that he hasn't got anymore, of course, we can't make medical claims, but I mean, no coincidence there. So absolutely fantastic. And as we always try to promote, Juice Plus, inspiring healthy living around the world, and you just fit into that so perfectly that you started the products, but they gave you the energy, it helped you have the healthy lifestyle, and then you could exercise, and then you lost the weight, so everything just wrapped into one. So absolutely fantastic, well done.
Joint pain is gone, arthritis, nothing, everything is perfectly fine by me. So I was so happy for trying this product.
Thank you so much, and well done. And can everyone please put a big thank you in the chat there as well. So thank you so much. And now we're going to move on to our lovely Erin Matilda O'Toole, who is a QNMD in the business. And I'm just going to say a few words from her. So Erin says, I'm a mum of 3 from Australia and a TV journalist with Sky News. I found this opportunity by chance 5 years ago and thought it seemed like a fun way to get healthy and be more than a mum on maternity leave. I love everything about the opportunity, especially the fact it allows busy mums like me to have goals and fulfill ambitions in a flexible way so we can work around our families, not away from them. I've built a fabulous team in several countries and so excited to help them get whatever they want from the opportunity. And Erin today is going to be talking about creating the mindset for success. Are you there, Erin?
I am indeed. Hi, guys.
Hey, welcome.
Hi, greetings from Malta. I'm here on holiday with my family, but I absolutely couldn't miss this opportunity. I was so thrilled to be asked, and thank you so much, guys, for having me. And it's actually really, really cool that my topic is having to create the mindset for success, because I'm not going to lie, that has been a process for me and it's still ongoing. And it's something that even when I was asked to speak about this, it really tested my mindset for success. Because of course, sometimes we have self-thoughts that are maybe negative. We might have doubt. We might doubt ourselves. We might have the negative self-talk that comes into our heads. And I just want to say that I think that is normal. It's not unusual to have those thoughts. But it's what we do with those thoughts, how we work through them, and how we sort of move forward, even if we do have that voice in our head sometimes telling us that we can't achieve what we want to achieve. That's really, really key. I think sometimes as a society, we're told, be positive, there's something wrong with you. If you doubt yourself, you should always just be looking at the best and you should never have those thoughts. But it's actually natural sometimes to have those thoughts. So I'd really like to talk to you about how you can maybe use those thoughts in a positive way. So the first thing I'd like to discuss is, and I'd love if you've got the chance to write it in the chat, or if you'd prefer to keep it private, that's absolutely no problem, but maybe have a think about this and write this down. What is your definition of success? And I'd really urge you to think about your personal definition of success, not what your upline's definition of success is, not what someone who's maybe in the public eye's definition of success. Really, what is your definition? And think more about just money or title. Really dig deep. Think about what is a successful day look like for you? How do you feel? What are you doing? What's your life looking like? Because I think sometimes we focus on such a huge idea of success that we do ourselves a disservice, because we're actually far more successful than what we realize. And I find that when I look at just where I want to be necessarily, then if I only classify that as my idea of success, then I haven't succeeded yet, because I'm not at the position I want to be yet. But if I look at instead, I've got a bit more time freedom. I don't have to ask someone when I want to take holidays. I'm working with people that lift me up, so I've got more personal satisfaction. I've got better relationship with my family because I'm not as stressed and I'm spending more time with them. That is a definition of success. So take away the titles, take away the large sums of money, you might actually already be completely successful in what you're doing already, right here, right now. Maybe you've got just one team member, but you're really helping that person create a life that they enjoy. That's as successful as someone that might have a team of millions. Maybe you're bringing in just a little bit extra money every month that pays for a bill or takes a little bit of the pressure off, or even just makes you feel like you're contributing to your family. That makes you as successful as someone who's earning millions of pounds every month, because you're living your success. And I think that you really got to dig deep and work out what your idea of success is, because sometimes it gets clouded. It really does. And you start to see lots of things around you. And these days, especially, we're surrounded by social media. You know, we're seeing everyone in a different light. And it's very, very easy to look at someone, not know the backstory, and just see the image and think, wow, they're far more successful than me. I'll never be like them. I'll never succeed in the way that they have. But you don't know if they're even living their success. You don't know that. None of us will know that from social media. None of us. And actually, I would say, often we don't even know that about people that, you know, we know in real life. Because we're, as humans, we're very good at putting up a mask. We're very good at sort of presenting just one side of ourselves and not actually being vulnerable and saying, like, yes, I have material wealth or anything, but I'm not actually happy and I don't feel satisfied in my life. So I would really encourage you all to take away from that, to go and write down what it is that you would consider to be successful, and tick off those things that you're already doing, and give yourself a massive pat on the back and go, wow, I've succeeded far more than what I thought. You know, I might be partner in the business, but look at all these things that I'm achieving, and look at all these things that I'm doing and feeling, and how much I've improved as a person. I'm really damn successful. And when you have that belief, then you are going to push and push and push, and people, they're not going to be able to affect you. And slowly you're going to be able to, when you hear that little voice of doubt, like I did last night, I literally heard that voice in my head going, Erin, you haven't succeeded in this or that or this or that. Why can you offer any advice? And then I thought about it, and I thought, well, what have I done? How have I learned from that? And what can I share and give people? That is my idea of success. So then that's what I decided to share with you guys. So I would say, once you know what your idea of success is, then you can truly focus on creating that. So maybe you haven't sort of fulfilled all of your ambitions. So maybe one of your ambitions would be to reduce your hours with your other job. So you know that now, that's one of your goals. So look at the ways you can do that and break it down, because self-belief, you're going to prove yourself right. I'm going to say that. You're going to prove yourself right either way. If you truly believe you can do something, you're going to prove yourself right. And if you truly deep down believe you can't, guess what? You're going to prove yourself right. And it's not about making big claims, and be honest with yourself. And if you don't truly believe that you can achieve your goal, you're going to find it extra hard, because then anytime you get a knockback, or you get someone being negative towards you, or, you know, obstacles that comes up, right? Life is never just a straight road. There's always going to be little curveballs. And you're going to use that. If you deep down don't think that you can do what you want to do, you're going to use those negatives to reassure yourself. You're going to say, see, I told myself I couldn't do this. I was right. I can't do this. Who do I think I am? And it's going to really distract you. Whereas if you deep down think, I'm going to do this no matter what, and break down your goals, don't make them only the big ones. If maybe your goal is, I'm going to hit PB, okay? I'm not going to worry about any other goals right now, but I am going to hit PB and nothing is going to stop me. Then when you feel like the orders aren't coming in, or when you feel like it's not working for you, you're going to say to yourself, does not matter, because no matter what, I believe I am going to hit PB. So you're not going to give those negative thoughts time, because what we give our energy to is what we focus on, right? That it's just going to breed more. So I would say self-belief, it's a tough one, but it's something you should really focus on. And I would say break down your goals, make them give you that sense of achievement, but also fulfillment. Don't just focus on the goals. They're gonna like be the positions or the pay line. Focus on also goals of, you know, what's making me feel good, because that feel good factor is infectious. That's what people want to feed off. That's what's going to draw people to you. Someone's not going to join your team because they think that you've got a certain amount of pay line. No one's going to know what pay line you've got. But someone might join your team because they can see that you are enjoying the process and that you are like starting to live your happiest, most fulfilled life. So I would say really focus on that. And then I've got another point I really would like to focus on. So I think one of my sort of greatest strengths over the years has been, I've been very good at creating my own opportunity. So yes, it's fantastic when opportunity knocks, okay? It's fantastic when James messaged me and said, would you like to speak on our call? I was like, amazing. This is like an opportunity that has just come into my inbox. Like, brilliant. Of course I will. I seize that opportunity. Always seize opportunity, no matter what. Someone asks you to do something, unless it's going to put you at risk, you go for it. But don't be scared to create your own opportunity. Don't just wait for someone to give you an opportunity. Create your own. Create your own opportunity. Approach someone and say, I've got something to say. What call can I say it on? Approach someone that's in your organization or maybe a different organization that's higher up and say, like, I'm hungry. I'm ready to do this. Do you know someone? Would you be willing to be my mentor? Would you be willing? Like, my sort of place within the media industry didn't come from someone coming and knocking on my door and saying, Erin, would you like to do this? You know, it came from me creating my show reel, me following up with my local TV station when I was at university, me hounding him until I had work experience. Then he offered me the chance to do a placement, and I had to drive for hours every weekend. I gave up my entire weekends of the summer holidays to drive for hours to go and work to cover someone who was on leave. So he then gave me an opportunity, which I seized, but he wouldn't have been able to give me that opportunity if I hadn't created my own. You know, for example, I guess events. So now I've started to put on events because I thought, why am I sitting here waiting for someone to ask me to speak at their event? And it wasn't happening. I wasn't being asked. I was seeing other people of different positions, sometimes a position that I had already achieved, sometimes positions above me. And I was sitting there thinking, oh, this is really frustrating. I want to be speaking at events. I want to share. And then I thought, well, put on your own. Speak at your own. No one's going to tell you you can't. No one's going to tell you you shouldn't be speaking. So put on your own event. You know, go live. Do what you have to do. Don't be worried about what people think. Don't be worried that people are going to say, oh, what does she think she's doing? Who does she think she is? Doesn't matter. So I would say really yeah, exactly. Overthinking kills your vibe. It really does. But I would say if you can take away any idea of it's anyone else's responsibility to help you achieve what you want to achieve, because it's really not. It's really not. It is wonderful that in our community, we have so many people that will build us up, that will support us, that will be our champions, that will offer us their knowledge and their wisdom. It is amazing. And you don't get that elsewhere. You certainly don't get that in the media industry. And it is fantastic, and I don't take away from that at all. But I think that because we know that that is out there, sometimes we think it's expected. Sometimes we think that if they don't choose us to give their time or their energy or their mentoring or their opportunity, then there's something wrong with us. That's not the way it works. You have to speak for yourself. You have to put yourself up there. You know, you have to believe in yourself and say, I'm going to speak, even if I have to put on the call myself, even if I have to put on the event myself. And one day you're going to be asking them to come and speak at your event. And it's the best feeling because you've built it, you've done it. You haven't waited for them to pluck you out and make you the chosen one. You've created that. Okay, and then you can bring them along for the ride and you can give them your energy as well as expecting their energy. That's also really important. Don't just expect people above you to give you their energy and not give it back. It's not great. That's not how the magnets work. You give them energy, they give you energy, you give them your support, your loyalty, you go to their events, everything like that, and then they'll give it back to you as well. And that makes that really powerful force that I think is unstoppable. So just in sort of summary, I guess, because I do tend to go on, I would say my top tips for creating the mindset for success is work out what your definition of success is. You do not need to have anyone else's idea of success. It does not affect you. Work out what yours is. Work out how you need to go about creating your version of success. Reward yourself. Tell yourself you're amazing when you do. That's really important. Set smaller goals. And no matter what, tell yourself, I believe that I will hit this no matter what. And do not be scared to create your own opportunity. And I honestly believe that the future is so bright for everybody in this company. And I think if you just take ownership of your business and of this opportunity and spread love, positive vibes, good energy, then you're already succeeding.
Erin, thank you so much. That was absolutely fabulous. I mean, honestly, I've taken so many notes here. I haven't got time to kind of go through them, but like, if you could please put in the chat your top tip. I mean, honestly, just the energy and power that you've got behind you. I mean, it's just so infectious, you know, but like, you know, just like, you know, to own yourself and just, you know, get that self-belief and know exactly what your power is and know what you want to achieve. And you know, I as I said, I can't go through them, but honestly, absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Sorry, Paula, I just muted you. Sorry, Paula.
Sorry. I'm chatting away to nobody. Anyway, so I don't know what you heard then, but I just want to say thank you so much for coming in on your holiday as well. Really big, you know, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure. And we've got a guest now, haven't we? It's our gorgeous Julie Lim that we see at 6:30 in the morning, all bright-eyed and absolutely pumping everyone up at 6:30 in the morning with her tunes. And she's an SSC in the business, and she's going to be sharing her story now. Are you there, Julie? I know she's there. I've seen her. Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can. Hi.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Yeah, so Erin's energy is infectious, isn't it? And she's my upline, so thank you for that. So very briefly, I've been in the business 4.5 years. I came across it on social media, like a lot of people do. I was in a very dark place. A lot of you perhaps don't know my story. I'm not going to go way into it, but we'd had a lot of tragedy and I was very heavily medicated. I'd put a lot of weight on. I'd actually been sectioned in a psychiatric unit, and it was very, very poorly indeed. So it was when I came home, literally, it was probably about 2 years later, I decided enough was enough, and I really wanted to get my health back, because I was always used to having a lot of energy, but because I've been so heavily medicated, I didn't have any at all. I was walking around zombie-like. I put so much weight on, none of my clothes fitted. Just wanted to get my jeans back on and be awake for more than 4 hours a day. Really, that was my aim. Anyway, the lady that I was speaking to said that, you know, she could help me. And I had to speak to my husband because we didn't have a lot of money. And he's like, right, well, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it. So that was it. I said, right, okay. I didn't know if it would work. She said, oh, have these berry capsules, you'll have some more energy, blah, blah. So anyway, long story short, after 10 days, she offered me the business and I said yes, because I'd already lost half a stone and my energy levels were coming up. People started seeing me showing up differently. So they were asking me what I was doing. And that was April. And by the September, I'd lost 3.5 stone. I've kept it off there or thereabouts ever since. That was 2018. I've built a team around the world. I've got international business in 10 countries. I absolutely love what I'm doing. And I think the mindset thing, you know, when I was sectioned in hospital, there was always a very tiny bit of hope that I would get home and see my family. And I think if you never lose hope, if you can just keep that fire burning, you know, and think, right, I've just got to get through another day. I've just got to get through another day. Gradually, step by step, you know, I made it home. I started to get my life back together. And I have to say, I'm not being dramatic, but Juice Plus has literally changed my life. And it is mindset, because, you know, I still do have the odd day where, you know, but that's okay. It's okay to be not okay every single day. But now, you know, you see me as I am now, and I show up like this 99% of the time. I'm running the morning calls. If you'd have asked my husband, you know, how I was in the mornings, I wouldn't be getting up till late. I would have had 10 cups of coffee. I'd be miserable. I was living on chocolate biscuits, cheese on toast. It's completely changed my life. I've been out for a run this morning, done a little bit, realised I hadn't reset my Strava because I was filming the sunrise, and then thought, oh, now I've got to stop it again and do 5k. So I've been out and done 5k this morning and come back, and I'm so passionate about it because it is so empowering. I've written a few little notes, so I know I haven't got long. So I was in crisis, and I was really in crisis, and the darkest days of my life when this came along. But now I enjoy every single day. You know, I have the freedom. I was trying to get a holistic therapy business off the ground because that's my background. It was hard work doing all my new training, getting the insurance and getting the clients, and, you know, trying to work, and you know, I was working part-time as well as a support worker. And then Juice Plus came along, and then when COVID hit, when lockdown came, obviously my holistic therapy business was shut overnight. I'd left my part-time job due to other reasons. Anyway, so I had no income. So I literally stuck my head into my Juice Plus, quadrupled my business in lockdown, and I've never looked back. And I thought, I am never working for anybody else again in my life. I've created my success. I'm SSC. That position isn't my success. My success is I get to choose my day doing whatever I want to do. I get to be with my husband Nigel, who's partially sighted. I get to travel with my friends around the world to see my favourite band. I get to help other people build their dreams, and it's I'm just so passionate about it. I absolutely love it. So I think that's it, really. Oh yes, so July, I caught COVID in July, and I've dodged it up until then, but I've been to so many gigs. But the last Duran gig that we went to, most of the front row got it, and we were supposed to be at Hyde Park 5 days later, and I couldn't go, and I was absolutely devastated, and literally devastated. So I spent most of July feeling very sorry for myself. And at the end of that month, I thought, this can't go on. I was putting weight on, my energy levels were going down, and I was going on that downward slope. And I thought, 1st of August, I'm getting back to it. And it would have been so easy not to. But I made that decision. And, you know, August was my best month for ages. We've had 10 new team members in my organisation. I've lost 8 pounds. I've lost 8 inches. I'm running 5k again. I'm leading from the front. And that's that's it mindset, you know, and I'm very happy. So thank you for asking me to speak.
Oh, Julie, that was so amazing. I mean, I've never heard your story in full. I'm sat here with like little goosebumps all over me.
Oh,
I mean,
bless you.
honestly, what you've achieved through your mindset and your through sheer determination and with the help of, you know, the business and the products and everything is absolutely, I mean, I can't put it into words, absolutely huge, well done. And can everyone please give Julie some love, because honestly, look what she's achieved. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on Monday at 6:30.
You will indeed be there.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our amazing Geoff Montague Smith, who's an IMD in the business. Geoff is, and now I've got to read this because it's a really, it's a long bio, isn't it, Geoff? He's done a lot of things. So Geoff is a registered osteopath and the founder of the Atman Clinic in Tunbridge Wells and in Kent, and he also sees patients from his London practice and in the city. He practices integrated osteopathic medicine, combining many different complementary medical methods, I can't read in my own writing, a naturopathic principle. He teaches internationally and is often invited to speak at international conferences. He has a special interest in bioenergetic medicine and the body-mind-spirit connection. I told you I wouldn't be able to remember this. Geoff recommends Juice Plus to all of his patients as one of the foundational pillars of health. And Geoff today is going to be talking about working the marketing plan to make money. And I absolutely love his presentation. Are you there, Geoff?
I'm here, Paula, thank you. I absolutely love Duran Duran. I just had a flashback to when I was young, just hearing what Julie had to say. Never went to a concert, but yeah. So you've caught me in my day clothes because I'm actually in the clinic today. It just shows you that you can do this business in the cracks in the day. I'm a registered osteopath. Today I've had to see some emergency patients. I've been on holiday, and it is still our fourth business that we run. So it's very much a part-time activity for me and for my wife. And you know, I'm an IMD. I'm going to sign my renewal any minute now for my 12-year anniversary with the company. We've built the business consistently, solidly, with amazing team members. And I'm going to say that when you understand the marketing plan and you understand how to work the marketing plan and you understand how to decipher the marketing plan, because it is guiding you every step of the way. And it's making suggestions for you in terms of the way the payment structure is calculated, which will build you a very, very strong business if you take notice of it. Some people do not understand the marketing plan correctly, and they go off track as a result. So in the 10-15 minutes that I've got today, I'm going to attempt to condense a 1.5 hour training, and then we're going to hear from a colleague of ours in our team, Sarah, who will tell you her story. So here goes. Let me just start by sharing my screen. I'm going to get the whole thing up here. Right, let's get to here first of all. Now, you know that when you sign up into the business, you get given a replicated sales and marketing website, which has all the information for your potential customers and potential team members, and you can start sharing your virtual shop, if you like, on an international basis, because you've got reach into all of the different countries where Juice Plus operate. So as soon as you sign up into this process, you are an international business person able to share the message of health and well-being. So that's the tool that we use. We also get given a virtual office, which has a multiple resource facility for us, you know, lots of different things in here. If you go to the basics section and you go to information about product and business, you will find the detail on the compensation plan. Now, I don't know how many of you have been in the business and how long you've been in the business for, but could you just write in the comments in the chat, how many of you have read the marketing plan in detail and how many of you share it with your new team members? Just put how many of you have yet, yes and yes. Okay, good. Erin says 5 years and no. Oh my God. Okay, yes and yes, Paula. Right, we've got multiple answers coming in now. If you have not read this marketing plan, and if you don't absolutely understand the marketing plan, I would say take it to bed every night with you, explain what you're doing to your husband or your wife, and understand the marketing plan and the details that go within it. You can find it right here, Compensation Plan ebook. You can download it. You also need to understand there are videos here which you can look at, which will tell you how to get to your next position. If you're a partner and you want to know how to get to Partner Plus, watch the video. Okay, it's really, really important. Now, if we now go to, I hope you can see this properly. I'm just going to shut the chat now. If we amplify this up a little bit and we get to here, this is the Compensation Plan ebook. Okay, now, as you go through this and read it in detail, it will explain your Juice Plus journey from partner right the way through to NMD and above. And you'll discover all the different ways that you can structure your business for profit. And I'm going to say, before profit comes service. We are doing people a favor by showing them our products, and we are doing them a favor by showing them our business. And never before, I'm going to suggest right now, with everything that's going on economically in the world and everything that's going on right now from the standpoint of health and well-being, you could not be partnered with a better company. We are positioned for explosive growth, and all you have to do is overcome your fears about presenting it to people. That's where it is. That's if you've got paralysis because you're a little bit afraid to explain it to people, that's what you need to overcome. It's bypassing that fear. Having an understanding of what we're doing based on product knowledge and on the knowledge of the marketing plan and the business model will help you to overcome those fears. So if you read the marketing plan carefully, you're going to understand that you can make a retail sales profit. So when you send someone to your website and they place an order, you're being paid a retail profit, just as in any other business. We are affiliate partners. We are building a user network for our products. And in the process of doing that, you will build volume against your number, and you will then start to qualify for bonuses based on volume. And as your team grows, you're going to start to get commissions when you train other people to learn to do what you did. So understand the different areas of the initial revenue centers that you have in the early stages of the business. So this is up to the level of, senior partner and maybe up to sales coordinator. You're going to be concentrating mostly on these revenue centers. And as your business matures, you're then going to start to get into the realms of performance bonus. So once you're senior partner and above, you qualify for performance bonus, which gives you a royalty or a networking bonus on the business that you're creating, both nationally in your own country and beyond internationally. Now, once you get to sales coordinator and beyond, you're going to start to want to understand about promote out bonus, because your job, once you're a sales coordinator, is to grow new sales coordinators. And just to give you a little clue, when you're a partner, the marketing plan is suggesting that you find customers for the product, and you also find like-minded people who can agree with you that this product and this business model makes sense. And the suggestion at the early stages would be to build 3 legs, introduce and find and introduce 3 people who feel the way you feel, and work with them and teach them. That's how you build a business in the foundational levels. And then when you get to sales coordinator, you're going to start to add a 4th and a 5th and a 6th and a 7th, and you're going to grow sales coordinators. And that's how you're going to journey up the plan to NMD. So we have our sales profit opportunity, which is a straightforward retail opportunity for finding customers. You are in an online business as an affiliate partner. You can easily go out with your social media and you can start to find customers. And here you can see the various positions that are on offer to you as you grow your business with the various points, volume targets that are required to hit those different positions. I would concentrate in the beginning, if you've just signed up, on being a good community member, which is really, talking to people about the product and showing people the business at initial stages with the support of your upline sales coordinator. That's how to grow a business. And then, you'll go through these different positions where you start to become a team builder and then, you know, ultimately a leader in the business. So read the marketing plan, digest it, metabolize it, and you'll see that everything you need to learn is in there. Now, when we start to train others, when we've learned what to do, if we've learned how to get to senior partner, what we can do is we can bring a new partner into the business and we can help them to get to partner plus and then senior partner, because we know what to do. So if we work with those people, the company will pay us to teach them. So that's what these teaching, I call them teaching or training commissions, are all about. So those are equally divided, up to 10% to work with your people. It's equally shared between the team of people that are working together. If you're not clear on that, you will need to go into a marketing plan training with your upline sales coordinator or upline NMD, and they will explain how all of this works. Now, the commissions that you get on the products are all clearly outlined, so you can work out with all the different products what you're going to get paid for each different position. So here you can see partner, partner plus, senior partner and sales coordinator. It tells you what you're earning every time you make a sale, and you know, then the commissions for, you know, what you're doing with your volume when you train people. Now, I'm going to finish here because we don't need to go into the depths of the marketing plan, but your performance bonus is, I would suggest anyone that's here for the long term, this is what we're here for. We're here to get PB qualified, performance bonus qualified with our own customers and the volume that's coming through our team members, early stage team members. And that qualifies you for a royalty on your entire global business. There are factors involved here which will you know, demand certain qualifications and certain cutoffs. Once you've understood those, you'll realize that the power of the marketing plan is exceptional. And the marketing plan that we work with rewards you for longer term activity. I've been involved for 12 years now. We are still being paid on the work that we did in year 1 and 2 on this business. All of the lovely holidays that we have, the lovely trips that we have, it's because of performance bonus on our global user network. That's what gives us the opportunity to have the incredible lifestyle that we have. And we are so blessed. And I would say to you, if you're building your initial 3 legs and you have a spouse or a partner who is reliable and will be with you for the long term, put them in as one of your legs. My wife has her own number with the company. She helped me to grow this business. We now get, I mean, the networking bonus is an average of 5%. If you look at the entire business, you know, we say 5% networking royalty or performance bonus. Better to get 10% than 5%. So if you've got a partner, put them in the business, build under them, and get paid 10% instead of 5%. That would be my one big tip if you are here for the long term. Good. So anyway, now you know where the marketing plan is. You can go away and you can read that. I just want to summarize now very quickly. I just need to move this little screen thing here out of the way. Now I'm going to show you a little slideshow, which will just summarize what I've just explained to you. Who now is quite excited to go away and read the marketing plan, having understood where you can find it and the detail that's in there? Have I motivated anybody to become an aggressive student of the marketing plan? Okay, good. Erin, glad to see that. Excellent. All right. It's the first thing I did. You know, Gordon Wilkie, really good friend of mine. I mean, he'll tell his story. You know, look, if you're business minded, the first thing you want to do is look at the compensation plan and understand it, because that's how you build a strong business. Right. Let's just finish with this. When you become a Juice Plus distributor, franchise partner, you pay 50 quid, you get registered, you start to be able to recommend your products to customers who are like-minded, people who are interested in health and well-being. They may be interested in learning about how to make some supplemental income. Right now, people are complaining about their health and they're complaining about their wealth. And if I hear complaints like that, I say, you know what, interesting, I found a way out of that, whether it's a health concern or a wealth concern. I say, I found a really cool way out of that situation that you find yourself in. Would you be interested to learn more? And then you start the conversation and you start sharing the tools. You've got your web pages you can share and all the other assets that the company gives us. So we now get into a dialogue with people. They might start to decide that they're going to try the products. They're going to order directly from the company. You are not the salesperson here, because you are not carrying stock and you are not selling someone a product and taking their money from them. They are buying directly from the company. You are an educator. We don't want salespeople. We want people who can educate others and put them in touch with the company directly. The customer orders and pays online for their product, and then Juice Plus deliver direct to the customer's door. You are not involved in any of that transaction, except for the fact that you're going to receive a thank you from the company for finding them that customer. That customer is then tied to you for the lifetime of their journey with the Juice Plus company. If they order other products, you're going to get commission. If they continue to enjoy the products, you're going to get paid over and over and over and over again. Do the job once, do it properly, educate people, look after them, get them results, and you'll be paid forever. Very, very interesting and important part of our business. The repeat sales aspect is absolutely, I would say, unique from the standpoint of our business. The first area you make money, as I said earlier, was the retail aspect, between 10 and 20%. If you're a brand new partner, you're getting 10% on your sales. If you're a sales coordinator, you're getting 20% on your sales. Where do you want to be? Guys, you want to get to sales coordinator as quickly as possible. Build 3 wide, help them to find people, and you'll be a sales coordinator before you know it. The second area is team building. We mentioned that. It's in the marketing plan. Talk to people. You've got up to 10% training allowance available to teach others to learn what you did. You know, you learn to find customers. Find a partner or 2. Teach them to find customers. It's easy. Get rewarded for teaching them to learn to do what you did. Get rewarded for helping them to find partners. They will teach people how to find customers and partners. And before you know it, you'll have a group volume which you're being paid on because you've been an effective teacher. The third area, which is the most exciting area and the area for the long term, is the networking bonus. Please pay attention to this. Don't quit before you realize what you're giving up on, and understand that we're getting paid for talking about the product, educating people about the product, and moving product into the hands of the end user and bypassing all of the usual business steps. You're doing that for the company in one go. We're just eliminating all of those other areas where money would get wasted. It goes straight from the manufacturer to the customer. So if you're doing that and you're recommending the product and the customer is ordering online and receiving the product and you're getting a thank you, and if you can work with others and teach them what to do, if you introduce 5 people to the process over time, you can do it very part-time, as I've done. And they do the same. They get exactly the same deal that you got. They're getting the same opportunity to build and to grow. And when you understand the implications of this over the long term, if you get into this process and if you start to become an active user of the products, and let's say your order for yourself and your family and the 1 or 2 customers that you might have is £100 a month. Let's say that's what's going through your business. That's all we're talking about, a very, very small level of activity in real terms. And if you are effective as a teacher, if you can teach to teach, if you can teach Bob to teach Jill, to teach the people she knows, you're going to start to grow a business. Now, £100 a month with the 5% networking bonus, performance bonus, on your business, it's not a lot because it's £5. As you start to grow your business, don't forget that 5% we're talking about excludes all of the other income from retailing and training others.
Geoff, just to say 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Fine, thank you, right there. If you find 5 people and you teach them and they do £100 each, there's £500 a month going through the people that you've introduced. If they duplicate that, and this is a business of duplication, you can see how the business grows. And the marketing plan will pay us through 5 generations of qualified, performance bonus qualified distributors. When you start to look at the longer term potential and you see how the huge volumes that can accumulate will reward us with that very small percentage on the pay plan, you'll realize how the longer term is where the value is. So building a duplicatable business is about telling your story, teaching to teach, using the tools, being in love with the products and the business, promoting these sort of events and other events. And primarily, the one thing you need to do is to keep it simple. That's how the marketing plan can be used to your advantage. It's what we've done. If you haven't read it, if you haven't understood it, I would suggest that's probably the first thing you need to do as you get started as a new person. So I'm going to hand you over to Sarah now. I hope that's been informative. Sarah is a sales coordinator in our business. She's an absolute shining example of how to apply yourself to this process. You can see her before and after pictures here. Sarah, I'm going to stop screen sharing now. And if we can just have a very quick version of your story, which is exceptional, I'd be very, very grateful. So if you can unmute yourself and we can hear your story. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Geoff. Hi, everyone. So when Geoff invited me on this call, I initially thought, oh, shit, I can't do that. And then secondly, thought, no, hang on, what this opportunity has given me is to step outside my comfort zone and to grow and to challenge myself, because you do not change if you just stay the same. If you don't challenge yourself, you don't change. So I thought, no, I can do it. And here I am. So thank you for having me. And yeah, basically my journey has been one of self-discovery and passion and inspiration and a massive transformation. I went along to a side in a jar party in 2019 and I'd been having the shakes for 2 years before that, but just thought, no, I can't afford the capsules. Yeah, I was having a bottle of wine every night. So was then very, very lucky at this side in a jar party to meet Nikki Tolson, who is a leader in the company. And she could see that I was interested in the business side of things. She was telling me her story, and I was looking to go to Thailand that year and was looking at, jobs in Tesco in the evening, but then I'd be missing out on family time. I've worked in pubs before, and it just, nearly broke me, and I just was missing out on so much. So then I thought, okay, well, I could do this from home after I put the kids to bed, and I'm still there. And I just said, but I'm not a salesy person. I, couldn't sell ice to an Eskimo. And she said, well, can you talk? And I said, yes. And she said, do you enjoy talking? And I said, yes. And she said, well, you can do it. It's just about educating people in health and wellness. And I said, but I don't know anything about health and wellness. And she said, but we'll teach you, we'll help you, we'll give you all the resources that you need to be able to, to educate people. And once you get on the products and have a transformation, then you have your story to work with. And that's when people will buy into the products. They'll be buying into you rather than the products, because they'll see what they've done for you and how much they've helped you. So went home and signed up that night. I think I was the easiest sign up ever. And then I started on the capsules, got so much energy from them, started to sleep so much better. Hair, skin, nails, everything that they say comes with it, I got. And then from that, I started exercising and working on myself. And that's how I managed to lose 10 kilos, all that weight. And then have just built my business in and around my work commitments and my personal commitments. I've got 2 young daughters, one with special needs. So, every single day is a challenge. But this is an escapism for me. It's not work, it's not the kids. It's just something for me, something I can get my teeth stuck into. And something that I feel passionate about. Met an amazing network of people through the company. We have so much fun at the conference. If anyone is considering joining the business or hasn't been to conference, get yourself there. You will learn so much. You will feel so inspired by all the speakers, and you'll think, oh my goodness, I'd love to do that one day, but I could never do that. But anything is possible if you put your mind to it and are determined and have drive. My pay was very, very low a few months ago. I've been doing 2 jobs, covering 2 roles in my main time job, which is a PA to MD, and just sort of, let go of Juice Plus, and then looked at the reports last night, and it's quadrupled, because I said, I'm not going to let it drop anymore. and just been working on myself, advertising about the cleansers on social media and my journey, and people are coming, you know, to me and asking me all about it and how I've done it. So yeah, you just got to put yourself out there, have the drive, determination, and the support with your team, and you can do it.
Great. Well done, everyone. And this is so exciting, this call. I mean, I love it more than anything. So my name is Jayne Sanderson. Thank you so much, Sarah. And that was just incredible. Thank you, Geoff. Thank you so much for all our speakers so far. Absolutely incredible. So I've been involved with the business now for 34 years. And it's just like been an extraordinary journey. So anyway, that's enough about me, but let's just go straight into the next part of the program. So we've looked at the product, we've looked at how to really get into a good mindset of success. We've had a fantastic presentation from Geoff about the marketing plan, and I thought that was so superb. And Geoff, thank you so much for sharing from the company information so that everybody can see it's available for everyone. It's just so superb. So now we're going to move on, and we're now going to be talking about what we're going to be doing now up until Christmas. Now, this is the most important time of the year. These next 3 months are the most productive time of the year. Put aside all of the drama that's going on with the news, we just absolutely forget that. If I think back to the 1990s, beginning of the 1990s, we had the most dire economic situation then. I had the biggest boom time I've ever had. I went NMD. I had the greatest success I've ever had. I just took my eyes completely off the news. I just utterly focused on what I was seeking to do, the number of lives I was seeking to change, and it happened. So let's just get into a totally positive mindset, everyone. Let's go for gold. The biggest success in our business will come when it's the most dramatic time in the economy. That's when our biggest success will come. So sit down, get ready for a really exciting journey now up until Christmas. This is going to be the best journey that we've ever had in our lives if we stay utterly focused and resolute on changing people's lives. So it's my enormous pleasure now to introduce Jayne, and I'm just going to talk to you about her. She's an absolute superstar. She's from Liverpool. She's a Club 50, and I don't think there's anyone better to talk to us about having a 90-day plan. If you haven't got a 90-day plan, this is the time to now start formulating it. So it gives me an enormous pleasure now to introduce, all the way from Liverpool, Jayne Elizabeth McMurray. So Jayne, take the stage. We can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Hello, everyone. Oh, James, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. That was absolutely lovely. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be on here with you all this morning. I've really been looking forward to it all week. It's one of my favourite things to talk about, the 90-day game plan, because there is so much power in 90 days in this business. And I think when we sort of understand that all this business is a repetition of 90-day game plans all the time. And it's incredible to hear from James and other leaders in our business who have been here for 34 years. It's absolutely incredible. It shows you the longevity, the vision that you could have in this business for yourself, if you take it back to basics and see it almost as a 34-year version of 90-day game plans, right? That's all our business ever is. And like James said, we've got an incredibly exciting time coming up for us now. September for me and my team has always been almost like a little bit of a mini new year for me. I absolutely love this time of year, and it is the perfect time. I mean, over any other month in the whole year, September is the time to formulate yourself a 90-day game plan. Now, when I started in this business 9 years ago, it was a couple of years before I even understood what a 90-day game plan was. It wasn't really spoken about, I never heard of one. I was sort of just plodding along with my business in the first 2 years. And after reaching sales coordinator in my first 60 days of joining, I was then quite surprised to then be there for 2 years. And I thought, what is it that I'm not doing properly? What is it that I need to implement? And after being at SC for 2 years, I then understood exactly what a 90-day game plan was the very first time John Holowatty did a 90-day game plan event. And now we have a 90-day game plan event every single January in Liverpool. It's very widely spoken about now. There's a lot of training behind it. There's a lot of understanding behind how powerful a 90-day game plan can be. And I think my quickest promotion in the space of 90 days, the last time I sort of sat down and looked at all of this, it took me from IMD to EMD in 59 days. And it is the power behind having, you know, a little bit of a plan over those 90 days. Now, the reason why I feel like now is a really exciting time to get to work is because if we look at what everyone is talking about in the world right now, it's the two things that we're helping people with on such a huge, impactful scale, and it's their health and their wealth. Now, in the summer months, I will be completely open and honest here. I always feel like there's a little bit of an uphill battle with selling the products in the summer because people almost don't want to pull themselves away from the barbecues every weekend. They don't want to pull themselves away from having a pint in the sun, you know, on a Monday night when the sun's going down. People love that in the summer in Liverpool. I don't know about where you lot are from. Everyone loves a little pint of beer in the sun. People just don't want to pull themselves away from all of the fun, the food, the drinks, the holidays. And don't get me wrong, you can still sell the products in the summer months 100%, but it's almost like a little bit more of an uphill battle because nobody in their work environment, at the school gates, in the office, in their WhatsApp groups are talking about being healthy in the summer. They're talking about being hungover, getting a takeaway, going on holiday, right? Whereas in September, that's why I love this month over any other month of the year, every single office environment, every single mum at the school gates, every single WhatsApp group are all talking about getting healthier, about losing weight, about wanting to make some changes before Christmas, maybe earn some extra money. And while everybody is talking about it, it means it's already in the forefront of everyone's minds, which takes the hard sell away from us. All we have to do is show up every single day using the products, living the mission, not only being a product of the product, but a plan of the plan as well. And I'll explain the difference and why that's so important in a 90-day game plan. Anyone can take the products of a morning and then eat a McDonald's in the afternoon. Anyone can take the capsules of a morning and drink a bottle of wine every single night, right? People can see when you're just taking the product and they can see when you're using the product. And the very first thing that we need to do over the next 90 days is all make sure that we are using the product the way that it is intended to be used. And that is almost the number one for your 90-day game plan. And the difference in that becomes when you're posting on social media, when you're doing your videos, when you're chatting to your friends and family, when you are in those work environments or at the school gates, etc. People can see the energy that you've got. You can talk about exercising every day. You can talk about a healthy recipe that you've made for yourself and the family. You can talk about drinking more water. You can talk about your own results. You can talk about other customers' testimonials with just a little bit more conviction and a little bit more trust is going on behind the scenes with your audience in real life and on social media. So that's the first thing that I would say, and you can simplify it by, if we look specifically at social media, talking about these 5 things every day. If you do this for 90 days, I guarantee that you will grow a customer base in that time. And the first one, I've just covered it briefly. Take a selfie or some products and pictures of you actually using the product. So be a shake selfie, it can be capsules, it can be a little boomerang or a quick time lapse if you're taking the capsules every day. Show everyone that you're using them. Share what exercises you're doing every day. So for me, we have a gym downstairs in our new house, so I've been using that every single morning and sharing with my audience what I've been doing, what weights I've been doing, what cardio I've been doing, and showing people that I'm taking steps to be on plan as well as take the product. So that's the second thing, sharing exercise. Share a healthy recipe. me and my team have set up a September Shred Facebook group, and we've got tons of recipes in there. I'm taking one of them out each night, and I'm making a nice healthy recipe and I'm posting about it on my social media. Fourth thing is your own results. And we can get results as quickly as doing a 10-day shred these days with the shakes, the control sachets, the berry capsules, the omegas, taking, having daily steps, drinking more water. Like, you can get results in 10 days. So give yourself, even that amount of time to get some good results. And even if it's not physical yet, it could be talking about your energy, your sleeping patterns. It could be talking about, your skin clearing up, or you feeling more energetic and less bloated. So referring to your results every single day is the fourth thing. And the fifth thing is other customer results as well, just to show people that it works for other people as well. So if you center your social media posts around those 5 things every single day, and then build in, of course, a little bit of personality, share the ups and downs. If there's one day that you didn't really feel like going to the gym, talk about it. If the kids have had you up, talk about it. If you're having a bad day as a mom, or whatever you've got going on, just be relatable to people, and your daily life can sort of fit in around other little posts that you're putting up on social media that day, and people will really start buying into you and what you're doing. There's a girl on my team, Jayne, who always puts this very, very well. And she always says you could be almost selling anything. She's like, you could be selling sand. If people relate to you, if they can see that it's working for you, if you're excited, if you're passionate, they might not even know or have ever heard of Juice Plus, but they will want to do whatever it is that you are involved in. Okay. And that takes me to the second point of my 90-day game plan, is show people that they should want to be involved in what you're doing, right? We have the most incredible opportunity, in my opinion, in the entire world. This opportunity took me from working in a call center, no money, living in a 2-bedroom flat, being in debt, like not knowing how I'm ever going to get on the property ladder, right? To me, living in a 4-bedroom house in the countryside. I've left my job. I do this business full time. I've got horses live the bottom of the street, right? It's a far cry from a 2-bedroom flat 10 years ago. I've bought me mum a car. I give her a wage every single month. And all of those things from those 2 years that I was at SC, all of those things began to unravel when I decided to believe in myself for a start, and believe in the products more, and believe in the opportunity more, and show a little bit of self-belief and get out my comfort zone a bit and think, right, if anyone can do it, you can do it. If this person can do it, if that person can do it, so can you. And I got really, really focused. I did a lot of point 1 of the 90-day game plan I've just spoke about, and I did a lot of point 2, which is showing people that they should want to be involved with what I'm doing. And part of that was putting on events with the team, whether there was 2 or 3 of us, right? My team was quite small then. 2 or 3 of us, we put on an event. We go to a nice little cocktail bar or a cafe, and we get some pictures and some content. We'd share our story. Even if no one was there, we would film it and upload it on social media to create a bit of a buzz and a bit of excitement, right? So you want to inject a bit of fun into your business in this 90-day game plan. You want to be going to as many events as you can. You want to be going to the convention. You want to be going to training days. You want to be dedicating your time on, Friday night calls or Sunday night calls or Tuesday night calls. And I say this to my team all the time, and it's really important for me when I'm doing a 90-day game plan. I don't need to be on a Friday night training call with all of our team listening to how someone just got to senior partner, because I got to senior partner 9 years ago. The reason why I'm on that call is because it's a dedication, it's an accountability, it's doing something to keep myself disciplined, to keep myself surrounded by exciting people. And there is something that senior partner could say that one of my new team members are struggling with, and I hadn't pinpointed it yet. And that call has helped me help her. So it doesn't matter what level you are. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this business for. You can never, ever, ever stop learning in this business. And your 90-day game plan should be really engulfing yourself in everyone around you, learning new things, listening to self-development every single day, feeling good physically, feeling good mentally, being surrounded by the most positive people on these calls, at these events. If you throw yourself into this and you have some fun with it over the next 90 days, you will be doing 2 things. You will be showing people why they should be on these amazing products, and you will be showing people why they should be part of this amazing community and this amazing opportunity. And those things always change everything for me. When I sit down and I design a 90-day game plan, everyone's goals are different, right? Always start with the end result and almost reverse engineer it backwards. But those are the two things that are always at the top of my 90-day game plan, injecting some fun, some conviction, some excitement, some passion around the products and the opportunity, and sharing that every single day, and truly living the opportunity and truly living through the plan as well. And very quickly before I go, reverse engineering your goals, I will touch on that. This is something that is important because everybody's goal is different. So you could be on this call wanting SC in 90 days, you could want SFC in 90 days, QNMD in 90 days, right? Just make sure that your goal is realistic. So for example, I have got a payline goal, I've got a club level goal, I've got a PB led goal, I've got a couple of things, a customer base goal, some personal goals, and that is the top of my 90-day game plan, all of the goals that I have. So what I want you all to do this morning is to start writing down some goals that you have, and you can go on an app called Free Prints, and you can download free photographs to come to your door in the post, and you can stick them up on a vision board, right? So that's what I've always done as well. It's really exciting and fun to do that. Get your family involved, your partner involved. Sit down with them, let them know that you're going to be doing this, that you're going to be really focused, you know, let them be there to support you, and let them know that you're just taking it to a next level, and you might need some extra time or some help with sort of carrying it forward. But what we need to do is, once you've written the goals down and you've got your vision board, you need to then look at that and think, okay, what do I need to do now in terms of reaching those goals? So how many people every day do I need to interact with in my audience? How many people do I need to expand my audience by every single day? How many people do I need to speak to about the products every single day? How many people do I need to speak to about the business every single day? Where am I going to fit in the workouts? Where am I going to fit in the Zoom calls? Where am I going to fit in the reels on social media, or the TikToks, or whatever social media strategy that you have? I tell my team this all the time. If you show me your diary, I can show you your future. Everything should be in your diary, from a DMO, picking the kids up from school, you know, messaging people, going to the gym, taking the product. It should all be mapped out for you. And organization is the key to your 90-day game plan. But above all, it's a mindset. It's a mindset of, I am going to go hard on this for 90 days, work out your kryptonite. What is it that holds you back? We all have something. Is it scrolling on social media? Is it drinking too much? Is it binging too much? Is it surrounding yourself with negative people? Is it watching the TV too much? We all have something that's holding us back. And I want you to write it down and get really honest with yourself. And then I want you to rip it up and throw it in the bin, because that's not going to hold you back anymore. And if you find yourself doing the things that are holding you back, I want you to quickly ask yourself, is what I am doing right now going to get me closer to my goal at the end of the 90 days? And if the answer is no, look back on your goals, get refreshed, get refocused. 90-day game plans are nothing more than a mindset, and anything is achievable. What we do now will set us up for the rest of 2022, the whole of 2023. We're definitely seeing a big wave of momentum coming now. We're definitely seeing a lot more success coming out, a lot more promotions. It's a truly exciting time. I feel blessed to be a part of it. And good luck with you all designing your own 90-day game plan.
Wow, Jayne, that was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. There's no one better than you to share the 90-day plan, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean, I've written so many notes here, and I agree with you. It's all about dedication and accountability. It really, really is. I mean, I've been on these calls. I mean, in many respects, I put these calls on just for me. I hate to say it. I just get so energized and excited by everything. And it's so just great to be refocused and re-energized. So everyone, what are we going to be achieving by the end of November? What are you going to be celebrating on December the 1st? What are you going to be thinking, wow, I did it. I did it. I'm so pleased with myself. Can you imagine achieving something incredible by the end of November in 90 days, and then for that whole December, you are just in celebration mode? You've touched so many people's lives. You've really impacted the world. You've earned more money. You've got more friends. The whole thing is such a beautiful scenario that we can create for ourselves if we're ready for it. So Jayne, thank you so much. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Epic. So we're going to hear now 2 minutes, Howard, very quickly. We're going to, oh, what a picture. Woo! That's one of the big things of our business, recognition. I love that. So we're going to hear now from Howard. And Howard, if you could just come on, and we'd love to hear your story, your 2-minute story.
Thanks very much, James. Yes, a warm welcome to everybody here. And my goodness, compared to the other stories that we've heard so far, mine may seem really quite tame. I first came across Juice Plus way back when it was launched in 1993. Advantage of, I was, if you like, seduced by the corporate world, which provided me a living for a little while. I then developed an unhealthy disrespect, I suppose, for authority. Wanted to work for myself. I did that for 15 or 16 years. And it was in late 2013 when an old friend of mine reacquainted me with Juice Plus. His timing was extremely opportune for 2 reasons. Firstly, I was training for a big cycling event the following summer in 2014 in the Alps, and I knew that the quality of nutrition within Juice Plus would help underpin my training. But also my business, that was showing signs of wear and tear following the financial crisis 2 or 3 years before. And I knew I needed something else. And I realized then, or I started very, very quickly realized that the opportunity with Juice Plus, as good as it had been originally, obviously had been magnified considerably in the ensuing years. And I realized also that, we had something that, where the actual marketing potential was enormous because everybody eats. And we're starting to move into some increasingly uncertain times. That has obviously been accentuated still further by the pandemic. At no time in history has people's awareness been greater for their own personal health and well-being. And also increasingly, obviously, the economic turmoil that has resulted means that people are looking for an opportunity. And I think we all know, if we're honest, that the next few months or so are only going to get more challenging for people. So we are in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. And despite being over 8 years in my second incarnation with this company, I have never been more excited with products that we have coming along, with the increasing number of countries that are opening up to us. I see it all that we actually have a moral obligation to share this from a health perspective and a wealth perspective, to actually make an impact in the world. And I look at all the things that I have failed at in my life, and I think, what else can I actually do? What else can I give to ensure that my place in the world, and I can actually reach the end, knowing that I've absolutely given everything. And this is the vehicle, the platform, call it whatever you like, that gives everybody the opportunity to play.
Thanks, Howard. Superb. Absolutely great. Thank you very, very much. Amazing story when you think of it over, looking at the business in 1991 is incredible. But here we are, and the business is in the best position it's ever been in. So thank you very, very much. Right, so let's move on now. And I'm going to introduce now my good friend Raw from Norway. So Raw is an EMD with Juice Plus. And he started a long time ago, but he'll talk a little bit more about that. But he's like a really big corporate guy. So, and he's really going to be talking about why he's so impressed with the Juice Plus company. And I think it's really good that we understand the Juice Plus company is an incredible company. I've been involved, as I said, since I've been involved since 1988. The best is yet to come. So, Raw says, my professional background is more than 20 years within management and C&O positions in the IT and management consulting industry. I was 16 years in the management of the Capgemini group when we grew this group from 8,000 to 60,000 employees. Since 2004, I've also been working with global startup companies, and for the time being, I'm involved in 2 projects, one working with Fremantle within the entertainment and gaming industry. In the other project, we're launching a new community to express yourself on the moon and merge that with arts and fashion. That's the name of the company. Dream Reality Interactive is in the UK is a partner in this development. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my good friend Raw Scovell, and Raw, the floor is yours. Raw, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. So good to see you.
Good.
From Oslo.
From Oslo, yes. And thank you so much for the nice introduction. And I'm so happy to see you all here and to be able to share my story and why I think that the Juice Bliss company and the franchise model is one of the best business opportunity you can find in the market today, especially if you're looking for better health and personal development, I would say, and more time, freedom, and money in your life. And in the end of my story, I will also share with you how this business model can protect you from the pain and the frustration that inflation is harming many people with today. Sounds good? Okay. I've been a long time here for 20 years, and my story started when I was a chairman in a company working with medical communication and in Europe. And on one of the projects, there was a medical doctor, and he was a surgeon, and he had also working for the Olympic organization in Norway. He gave me Juice Plus, and he said, it's good for your body. Eat it. It's capsules, fruits and veggies. And I had no idea what it was. I was very skeptical, but I think I give it a try, and at least I can build a relation with this doctor. After a couple of months, I felt something positive was going on in my body. So I went back and I just asked him that, can this have something to do with the capsules? And what he didn't know, and I wasn't thinking about, was that I already had health challenges. I had challenges with my stomach. I had a weak immune system, and they told me that I had a very seldom syndrome. But today, you know, I'm completely healthy. I have no stomach problems. I have a very strong immune system. I lost 12 kilos, a lot of energy. I'm a runner and still at my age setting new records, even last month when I was in France. So all this has a lot about what you're eating, nutrition, and this product, you know, it's just completely changed my life. So I was very excited in the beginning. So I started to tell my story, and some in my family wanted to try the product, and some of my friends. And the story of my mother is just worth the whole journey alone. And some of them tried the product. And then they came to me and they said that, well, you know, it seems like people around you like the product, so you can have the product for free. And I thought that might be a good idea. So I took a look at the virtual franchise, and I was very skeptic. And I thought this was a pyramid. I thought it was a scam. And I was very afraid to be related to something like that. But you know, I've learned that if you're looking for gold or a good business model, you have to be a little open, you have to dig, you have to be curious. So I did my due diligence on it, and I knew what to look for, and to find something that it's a good business model. So the first thing I had to look at was the industry. I was looking at the big growing industry. And when I saw the health and wellness industry, I was really impressed. It was huge. It had been growing for many years, and it's still growing. Then I looked at the companies, and I saw some good companies, and I saw some bad companies here. But you know, a bad company doesn't mean that it's something wrong with the business model. It's something wrong with the people, and you find that everywhere. You know, within the financial area, there is a lot of scam. They are just better educated. They can hide a pyramid for you so you don't see it. So the next thing that I was interested in was, is there a huge demand in the market? Is there really a big problem? Is the pain out there? And we have a health crisis. The health expenses was going to the roof. And it seems like it has a lot with what people are eating. And the solution was not more fruits, more veggies. And there was a product there that could solve this problem. Very, very interesting. And what about the uniqueness around the product? Well, what I would like to have is a consumable product, because if you're drinking milk today, you have to go to the shop tomorrow and buy it again and again. And the same with fruits and veggies. If you eat it today, you need it tomorrow, and you need it in 10 years from now. So that is really a basis for creating recurring revenue, which is very interesting when you look into a business. But I needed some more. Are there some protection here? Are there some competitive advantages? Can I protect myself against the competition? And then we had the third-party verification. You had all these clinical published studies, and today I think there is 46 of them. It takes 30 years to have it. Nobody else have it. So this is a strong protection. First of all, for the customer, he knows it works. It does good thing in the body, but it's a very, very strong protection for my business. Then I knew I could put my time into this, and it was a long-term business. If you have a product that everybody needs, can't get enough of it, and they needs it tomorrow and the day after and in 10 years, and everybody can afford it, I mean, then you have a huge potential. If you can see that. But I wanted more than that. I didn't only want to go into a business where I should trade my time for other people's money. I really wanted to have leverage. I wanted to build some wealth. I wanted freedom. And I knew that the only way you can build wealth is that you have to put people at work, or then you have to put money at work. And to be able to have the money, you need to have a business. And then, this is the beauty of the network marketing industry. You can build your own customer base, and then you can go and train and teach somebody else so they can do what you are doing and getting paid on it. And you can build as wide as you want, and you can be paid on several levels below you. It's really wonderful. And there are other good business models out there that is really making a lot of money in that way. So there is leverage. But then, I was starting to be very interested, but I knew that if I'm going to spend my time on building a business, it will be all about the people and the values and the strategy and the owners of the company. So I decided to go to Wiesbaden on a conference, my first one back in 2003. And there I met the founder, Jay Martin. I met John Blair, other people from the company, and a lot of the partners that are really leading the business at that time. And they talked with me. I learned a lot about this, and I felt that I was coming home. This was a better place to be, I felt, than in the company I was working for. And the best thing was that the best people, they went on stage and they shared their secrets and trained us on how to do the business. And I remember that Bob Burdick, he was on the stage and he was sharing how he built his business. I was taking notes. I was very inspired. And I went home, and the next year I came back as a Rookie of the Year. So it really worked. That was really great. I think that if you really are looking for a cash flow business like the Juice Plus business, you should just take it, because it's giving you positive cash flow from day one. Something to think about. So you have actually three alternatives. You can build a traditional business. I'm involved in that. It's very difficult. You have to have a lot of talent. You have to learn a lot of skills. You have to find investors. You have to attract the employees. And after 5 to 10 years, it's only less than one or 1,000 that are able to have some success. That's why people run into the franchise world, because there is a proven system. Somebody has gone the way before you. And if you want to franchise today in Europe, you have to invest between 100 and 300,000 pounds to have it. I don't like that, because then you have to take a financial risk on it. On the other hand, if you are then working 7 to 8 years and hard work, maybe to have some return on your investments, you are not allowed to open a new retail store if that's a franchise. Only the owners can do that. That's why I love the Juice Plus business. It's a proven system. It has all the benefits from the franchise, and there is no financial risk. You know, you can build a business everywhere you want to build it. So when I tell people that I found a business, started as a side gig, and it pays my house, it pays my cars, it pays my traveling, it pays my expenses, and at the same time say that I've done this without investing, I've done it without a warehouse, I have no employees, and there is no accounts receivable and no accounts payable, then they look at me and say, how do you do that? They are very interested in that because they understand that that is a very, very good business if you have that. Well, in my closing, the world today is experiencing a very difficult time. It's going to be worse. And the inflation will drive the middle class into poverty. And it will be maybe people in Europe that is going to die because of what's going to happen. And I can't go into all the things about inflation today, but I can tell you that it's a created function, you know. It's not something that's just happening. And in a simple way to explain it, it's like a hidden tax. It's destroying your wealth, you know. So how do you protect yourself and your family in this? Well, you could try to save some costs, but the real medicine is to increase your income. And I think the Juice Plus franchise is the best way to start. No investments, and the cash flow business from day one. Think about that. Cash flow from day one. That's what we're looking for. So if you are coachable, you can learn a simple process and understand some skills and are willing to do some small steps every day consistently over time, then you can build whatever you want to build, you know. But remember one thing, this is very important. What we see in change in businesses today is that the new way of doing a business is to build or have a community. People want to belong to something. And I think that the community that Juice Plus has all the value that I'm looking for. And it's really all about helping people. And we are very well positioned in the time to come. So thanks a lot. Wish you all the best with your Juice Plus franchise.
Wow, Roar, I've got to say, I mean, that was just absolutely incredible. I mean, thank you so much. I think let's put some big thanks on the chat for that, because coming from you with a very strong corporate background, it's a huge endorsement for the Juice Plus company. But I also know that you love the Juice Plus company as well, and your relationship with John Blair and Jay and, you know, who are the real senior people is just so incredible. So thank you so much. Now, I think that you've got, well, I know that you've got someone just to share their story now. And if you could introduce them, it'll have to be 2 minutes, but if you could introduce them, that would be tremendous.
Did you ask me?
Yes, if you could, Roar, if you could just introduce her just quickly, yeah. Gry?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Just a second.
I think she's on, yeah.
Yeah, I have
here she is.
Yes, I have Gry Sandland with me. She is one of the best trainer in Norway when it comes to using your voice and helping people being on the stage, offline or online. And she's also a very good entertainer and has a background both within the theater and also within the fitness industry. So, Gry, you are very welcome to share your story with us.
Thank you very much, Roar, for your nice introduction, and I appreciate to be here. This is my Juice Plus story. Mother, the kitchen looks like a health food store, my son shouted to me some years ago. Of course, he was right. I had black tie in buying health products. Do you know why? Because every autumn I caught a cold, I lost my voice, and I was scratching my arms because of atopic eczemas. Well, it's not so good combination to be a speaking therapist, speech therapist, helping public without a voice, helping public speakers about voice use. So I had to stay home every autumn for at least 1 month to rest my voice, keep my mouth shut, and scratching my arms. Then I met this man, Roar Skogvold. I listened to his story, I read about the products, and I thought, why not? I started to use Use Plus, the autumn came, and I was working. I did not catch a cold, I did not lose my voice, I did not scratch my arms. Good luck? Yes, I thought so. So I didn't buy any new products of Use Plus when the boxes were empty. Some months later, I said to my husband, I don't understand. I feel a bit loss of energy. Where's my good energy? We have just had 2 weeks of Christmas and it doesn't, something wrong. And he said, how long have you felt that? And I said, yeah, since November. And as my ears heard that sentence, I realized that was the time I quitted Use Plus. Now I have used Use Plus for 4 years. I've not catched a cold. I do not lose my voice. I have no ectopic exams. My arms are healthy. And Use Plus has become a very good habit for me. And it always will be till the end of my life, because Use Plus is a good life insurance for good health, and feeling the good energy, stable energy, and I can't make it without. Thank you for listening to my story.
Wow, Gry, thank you very, very much. I mean, that is absolutely tremendous. And I mean, what a story. You look fabulous. And yeah, thank you very, very much indeed for joining us. And thank you, Roar, very much for introducing Gry. And that was so good. Wonderful. Great. So look, we're just coming to the end now, everyone. We've got one last incredible speaker. I'm sorry we're running a little bit over time, so if you could be with us for another up until 15 after the hour, that would be wonderful, because I'm just going to introduce to you now a real superstar. I mean, this woman is incredible. Just so much energy, so much good feeling. Anyway, so let me just introduce her to you. She is a wife and a mother. She graduated with a BSc in Business Studies with Marketing and MSc in Finance and Risk Management. And she's worked as a senior management assistant. Can you imagine that? Due to her desire to care and help people, she currently finished studying an MSc in Mental Health Nursing, started Juice Plus in September 2015. Last 5 years as a franchise partner with the passion to own her business and to be able to work from home while looking after her family. She believed in the product and the business, as her passion is to help as many people as she came across on a day-to-day basis and help them stay healthy and create wealth. In 2018, Constance won the Rising Star Award of the Year with Juice Plus and International Marketing Director and Executive Marketing Director plus Club 50. Her energy grows by the day, as she believes that energy is the power that derives human beings, and having an amazing physical and mental energy will allow you to live a spectacular life. In August 2019, she hit Presidential Marketing Director in Club 75 and hit Club 100 in November 2019, which is one of her biggest achievements. However, her biggest achievement was to help more men and women enjoy health and financial freedom. In May 2020, she hit Presidential Marketing Director Plus, which was a new position in January 2020. She hit Club 500 in July 2020. Her desire is to help more families become healthy and wealthier. Her motto is, life never gives up on your dreams, believe in yourself, because it takes one person to change your life, which is you. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the wonderful and incredible Constance Ahanussi. So Constance, we are so excited to welcome you to the stage.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to speak here today. Thank you so much 112 lives right now. Can you imagine what we can do? Thank you so much, James, for this wonderful coffee morning. You know, I love to be here. And honestly, I'm so happy to speak to each and every one of us today, what it takes to be successful in Juice Plus Company. Oh my goodness, we already have a franchise, opportunity to own your own business, opportunity to unleash whatever your potentials that is hidden inside of you. Then what is stopping us? What is stopping you not to make this business successful? Is your own business. Like James introduced me. I'm a mom of 4. I was in a place where I was working, but nothing to talk home about. I was working for somebody else's business. Every month I would still be broke. Every month my kids don't see me. One day I found this opportunity on Facebook where my upline was sharing it, and I was actually hungry for success. I wanted to own my own business. I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted my voice to be heard in the world, but I was like, it was a bit silent, and this gave me a very massive vehicle to be able to let my voice out, and also to inspire and motivate and empower other people, which is one of my passion, my greatest passion, to help others, especially women like me that is always at home doing nothing, women like me that their husband will tell them that you are not good enough, women like me that have had a lot in their lives. I want to help them, support them, empower them, and that was my passion. And I don't know what is your passion right now. But when I found Juice Plus Company, what it made me to be successful was like, one thing I did was actually to get my vision right. I don't know what is your vision right now. I don't know what is your vision. What is your passion? What is those things you want to do? Is it for your own benefit only, or are you going to do it for humanity? Because I believe the greatest gift you can give to every person in this life is to touch life, touching life, helping somebody, even when they don't believe in themselves, helping them to bring them up, helping them to support them, helping them to tell them that you are good enough. You can do exploits. You can do amazingly well, even if when they cannot believe themselves. A lot of us have been there. I've been there. When I joined this company, I didn't have no confidence. But this company made me to believe that I can do a lot. Everything is possible. And I'm telling you today that everything on your journey with this company is possible. This company have put a lot of things in place for you, but it's up to you to take it. So as I said, one thing you will do is getting your vision right. My vision was to inspire and empower other people. I don't know for you, but if you are just a new starter, or if you're already in the business, this month, like we are talking about September, October, November, December, sit down, write your vision. This is your own business. What do you actually want from this business? What do you actually want to achieve? What do you want to use this vehicle to do? There's a lot in stock for you. Then the next thing I will tell you to do, I did passionately, is have a plan. Have a plan. You've seen the compensation plan. We already the compensation plan. We've seen the compensation. What is your plan? What is your goal? What are those things you want to achieve in this business? For me, when I joined the business, I was actually living in a council house, 4th floor, no lift. We couldn't even afford rent, but I was bitter. I wanted to change my life. I wasn't happy with where my children are living. I wasn't happy with how my children are living. I wanted to give them a better life. But with my 9 to 5, I couldn't even afford that. But with this business, I saw the compensation plan then was £78,000. But one thing changed everything, triggered everything in me, was events. You have to attend events. That particular event I attended, Birmingham Convention 2016, changed everything. Everything. If you want to be successful in this business, go to events. Events makes our community different. Event is one of the things that make us unique. When you get to event, you hear other people's stories, you get motivated, you see, you learn. I went to that event, my eyes became open. My eyes see clearly what my 5 years goal, my 5 years in this business, what I can achieve. Then I came back. And when I I came back, I started to take action. Taking action is the next stage. What action are you going to take? I started taking, being the product of the product, sharing more of this opportunity, sharing more of this product to every person. I wasn't shy of my hustle. I wasn't shy of the product we have. Guys, we have the best product. I was so proud of the product that anywhere I go, even my managers, anybody around me, I share this product to them. Even up to today, I got a customer today from where I went to do a talk yesterday. One of the directors in that company where I went to talk yesterday, I was able to convince him to use our product. You have to be so passionate that every being in you, every person in you, every person, even your family, every person will believe in what you believe in. So what am I saying here is that you need to start taking the product, sharing more. Can you imagine if my upline didn't share this on social media? She won't get somebody like Constance today. So you need to be proud of sharing this amazing opportunity. Then the next thing I will encourage you to do is you need to be focused. A lot of us today, we are so distracted. A lot of us today, I know we have some jobs we are doing, but guys, I'm telling you, what you can earn in this company in a month can supersede your 5 years salary if you work, if you focus, if you push. If you push, I'm telling you, I've seen it, and it's, it's real. This is not that it's a scam like people say. It is real. Then great ideas is the next thing I will tell you. Because if you want to be successful, you need to create ideas. Just as I've given us a platform. So all you need to do now is start creating ideas. These ideas can come from when you move out of your comfort zone. Like as I said, I was sharing to go on Facebook. I can't, on a normal day, Constance cannot be talking to you like this. But what happened to me was that I started coming out of my comfort zone, creating ideas. What can I do? Started my own event, started my own Zoom course, started learning about my business, started telling more people, started, duplicating what I've already known. So what you need to do is start creating ideas. A lot of people are using social media. Which platform works well for you? Is it outside event? Like tomorrow, I have event in Elephant Council. One of my team members, we are having an offline event. So what is that creativity you want to bring in your business? What are those ideas you want to bring in your business? Remember, these ideas will help you, because when you bring in people to your business, they are seeing what you're already doing. They will emulate you. They will start doing what you are doing. You are leading by example. Leading by example will help you become successful. I told myself when I joined the company that my upline will never call me one day, Constance, do this. I will be the best team member in my team. And I can tell you today, that was my goal. So be the best team member in your team. And also be coachable. Try to be open, learn from people like James. I go to James, I ask questions, learn from different people. People have been here for years. Ask questions. See the people that are successful, what are they doing? This is what I did. I follow Katie Rain for like years. I follow her. Anything when she come online, I'm online. Follow these people. Do what they are doing. Because for them to get to the top, there are something they are doing from ordinary person that is just doing something. So, sorry. Okay, the next thing is learn to serve. We are in a business that we have to serve customers, we have to serve team members. This business has been, humbled me to the person I am, Unlike before, I'm somebody that is hot-tempered. But I've been able to learn how to serve people, how to talk to people, because your customers are your business. If you don't have customers, you don't have a business. You need to learn how to serve people, how to call people, how to appreciate people, how to send messages, birthdays, because those people, like I have a lady 5 years ago, because last month I remembered her birthday, I sent her a card, a card. She ordered protective bundle for me. Just simple, remembering those things. So you need to start learning all those little things. It will make your business successful. Because we are in a business of people. We have, Our business is all about people. So you need to learn how to serve people. How to, you know what? It's not only business, guys. Honestly, for my business, it's not only business. We are in social life. We are coming together, building community. You know, some of us, we during the COVID, we saw like a strong community. People we are at work. We are still in the Zoom, communicating, helping each other. You know, sending things to people. This is having. Then the next thing is persistent, guys. Honestly, persistent and consistency is what will help your business strong. That's been what has helped my business strong today. I have one of my friends here. We actually went to secondary school together. She watched me for years. You know, some of them, they didn't believe in what I was doing. Some of them, they called me there to say, what are you doing on Facebook? Oh my God, stop this, stop that, you know. But today, they have seen my success. They are joining the business. What am I saying here is that you are the one to make people believe in this business. You know the franchise you already have. You will have so many negativities. So many people want to stop you, but don't stop your dream because these people are telling you to do this. Remove every negativity in anywhere. Even to the extent when I joined the business, a lot of people from my husband's side was telling my husband to stop me from coming on Facebook. But today, I persisted. I said, no, this is what I love and this is what I want to do. And today, my husband is a PMD in the business. Can you imagine if I didn't? If I stopped or if I listened to them? You have seen the vision of the company. You have seen where we are. You have seen this company have been, you know, the longevity in the company is so massive, 50-something years old company that doesn't owe you, that has given you a chance to change your life. So be there, be consistent, be persistent, believe in this business. To be honest, you will make it to the top. I see James 30-something years in this business. I see a lot of people, how many years in this business? Till thy kingdom come, I'm going to still be in this business, being successful, helping people to be successful. So I don't know what you are looking for in this business, but I believe that your time is now. This is your time. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your vehicle to make this business work for you, to make this business work for other people. Because with you, if you believe in it passionately, you will be able to support others to be successful. In my business today, I have PMD pluses, I have PMDs, I have NMDs because of where I am going, because they believe in me. Don't belittle yourself, be focused and remain persistent. You will be able to take this your Choose Plus business to a successful one. Thank you so much for having me today, and I can't wait to see everybody on the convention. Hope you've gotten your ticket. Make sure you get your ticket to that convention because it's another way to be successful. Thank you so much, Jane. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me today.
Wow, Constance, your energy is just outstanding and you are such a blessing to us. And thank you so much for taking your time. I know, I mean, you know that you were talking about the fact you were living in a council house. You have moved into this fantastic new house with a swimming pool.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, it's fantastic what you've achieved, but we can just see it. It's written all over you that you're just so energetic, so full of passion, so full of belief, so full of a willingness to help other people. It's absolutely tremendous. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you very, very much for Sue and Erin and Geoff and Jayne and Raw and Constance and for all the other speakers that have joined us as well in between. Thank you so much. We've absolutely loved having you here today. This happens the first Saturday of every month. As Constance said, make sure that we're going to be at the conference in Birmingham in November. But look, the best is yet to come. Here we are with such a gift. We have so much to offer people. Let's completely switch our attention away from worrying about the economy or anything like that. And let's just get out there and serve as many people as we can with our amazing products and our amazing opportunity. So everyone, thank you for joining us. This has been recorded. We'll get it out to you. And if you don't get it, if you haven't got it, you can just personally message me on Messenger, and I will send it to you personally. But thank you very, very much for joining us. It's been epic, and we so appreciate you taking your time to be with us. Thank you very much. Have a lovely Saturday, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.